Okay, so SB19 took the top six spots, but Billboard Philippines didn't say a word. Let's talk about that. What's up, fellow 18s? It's Milo once again. Thank you for being here and welcome to Let's Talk About It. So, what we are going to talk about today has something to do with a post that was published or a video that was published by Billboard Philippines about 5 days ago, which has caused a lot of buzz among the 18s or among our community, our family, and also has angered has angered a lot of us. I want to talk about that because I have surely if you can't tell by now, I have a lot of things to say about that. So let's get to it. So 5 days ago, Billboard Philippines published their breaking down the Billboard Philippines charts for August 2025. And of course, in that video, the two hosts reported who the artists were that held the top spots in that said Billboard PH August 2025 charts, right? However, when it came to the segment where, or the portion where they talked about or they shared their insights, they completely skipped SB19. They mentioned, the achievements and even praised other artists, but the fact that SB19 held the top six positions and not say anything about it, of course, that has raised a lot of eyebrows and that has angered a lot of 18s. I'm gonna be honest, syempre, nainis din ako. That was my initial reaction. I was upset as well because I was like, what the heck, right? It's like it almost felt like kung nasa graduation party ka or graduation ceremony ka, right? You're reading out the names of the, magna cum laude, summa cum laude, and all that. And then saying, all right, let's give a round of applause to the cum laude, and then totally skip the summa, the magna and the summa. Parang ganun eh. It almost felt like that. Hindi naman sa nagdedemand tayo na, oy, purihin nyo kami, purihin nyo naman ang SB19. Hindi naman ganun. In fact, they don't need that. If there's anything we know very well about SB19 is that they are not distracted. They are not disheartened or demotivated by the lack of recognition. If there's anything we know very well about our Mahalima is that their commitment to do a great job and to give back to the people, right, is never dependent on how many people are applauding them or giving them accolades. It's never been about that for them. It's really just to do something that they love and giving a good life to their families and giving back to the very people, the fans, the very people that helped them get to where they are right now. Yun yung priority ng SB19. So, hindi naman sila, I'm very sure, and I'm sure you will all agree with me, fellow 18s, that hindi naman sila matitinag ng mga bagay na ganito. Yung mga isyung ganito, hindi nila iniintindihan eh. Hindi sila nagpapa-apekto dyan. However, medyo as 18s, di ba, syempre protective tayo sa ating mahalima. At saka tayo yung nagsasalita for them kasi they don't really waste their time and energy and, they don't let these things mess with their heads, di ba? Kasi meron silang performances, meron silang world tour na inaasikaso. So, wala na silang panahon para dyan, no? Para mag-focus sa mga ganong-ganong issue. However, dahil as members of the family, syempre, napapag-usapan natin to, di ba? Sa akin, ang unang reaction ko, of course, my first reaction was, I was also upset. I was like, what the heck? that was an outright disrespect from my point of view. In my opinion, that was an outright disrespect. Kasi naman, nasa top 6 sila and then you would not even acknowledge that. Sure, you were reading their names because you were reading the report. But after that, when you were sharing your insights about the report, you did not even mention, hey, and is this surprising at all that SB19 holds the top 6? Anything. Kasi what caught my attention was that they even mentioned Chappell Roan being, oh, it's no surprise, parang gano'n. It's no surprise na she got this spot, for her category. Kasi there are many, many Filipinos that love her, or she has many, many Filipino fans or something like that. And also adding to that, one of the hosts also said, and she has been very consistent about delivering, a good quality work or something like that. Don't quote me word for word, something like that. And again, I am not arguing that. That is also true about her. But all I'm saying was, bakit, bakit mas worthy ba siya na i-mention than SB19 when SB19 held the top 6 position for their category? I'm not saying that you should mention one or the other. Yun na nga eh. You should not mention one or the other. Give them all an equal, spot and time, airtime in your, little video there. 'Di ba? Parang para sa akin, nakakabastos na hindi sila binanggit, na worthy naman silang banggitin dahil, hello, kung ang pag-uusapan din lang yung the ability to deliver consistently, good work or good quality work, that the artist holding the top 6 positions on the chart, hindi ba yun testament or proof na consistent nga sila? Kaya nga, lahat na lang halos ng kanta nila nandun sa top, di ba? Parang 1 to 6, tapos 7 to 8, I think Bini yung nag-hold ng 7 to 8, and then tapos 9, another SB19 song, Shooting for the Stars. So para sa akin, parang, hello, hindi naman siguro malaking kawalan sa inyo, di ba, na banggitin man lang yon. Whether or not, I don't know if the hosts are SB19 fans or not, but I think whether or not you're fans of SB19, I think it's just the professional thing to do, to just be fair in your reporting, di ba? You report something and then also give credit to whom credit is due, di ba? Kasi hindi naman sila nag-land dun sa spots na yun for nothing. I mean, they earned that, recognition. So, dapat sana na-recognize mo lang or i-acknowledge or na-mention man lang. Kahit man lang isang, oy, top 6 SB19, aren't we surprised? Congratulations. O kahit yun na, huwag nyo nang dagdagan ng kahit ano pang flair. Yun, basta congratulations. Moving on, right? I mean, at least man lang nabanggit. Hindi eh. So parang yun yung nag-anger sa maraming 18s, di ba? Kasi parang inignore totally sila doon sa video na yon. Pag-usapan natin yung part na, kasi may mga nagsasabi na SB19, hindi naman sila yung nag-pave ng way or hindi naman sila yung pioneers ng P-pop, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so sa akin ito yung thoughts ko dyan. Wala naman kasing nag-claim na sila talaga yung, definitely not SB19. SB19 never claimed na sila yung nagpauso ng P-pop or nagsimula ng P-pop movement. No. Pinoy pop and original Pinoy music has been around for way before I was even born. And believe me, I'm way, way older than SB19. So, meron na akong daughter na kaedad nila di ba? So, wala namang nag-claim na ganun. Hindi naman yun yung kiniklaim ng SB19 and definitely hindi naman kiniklaim ng 18 yun. That's not what we are claiming. We never claimed that they pioneered the movement or they pioneered the existence of Filipino music or original Filipino music or even Philippine pop, because the Philippine pop music has been around way before I was even born, right? There's already such a thing as Filipino pop music or the original Philippine sound. Ang truth lang kasi is SB19 broke a lot of barriers, 'di ba? SB19 broke the mold. That's the truth. They might not have started it all, but they broke the mold and they broke down the walls that were keeping us, as being Filipino artists, Filipino people, from breaking through the international scene, right? The international stage. They broke down the barriers so that we can be seen, not even recognized yet, just to be seen and heard. Tsaka ito pa pala, may mga nagsasabi din na there's Lea Salonga, there's Gary V, there's so many other artists that came before SB19. So dapat sila yung worthy of that title. I love Lea Salonga. She's one of my idols. And Gary V too. Like I've seen Gary V twice in concert. I still am a Gary V fan. We never said that there's no other artist other than SB19 who is worthy of such recognition, or who has not done such great things for the Filipino people, for our country. Sure, I would say na totoo naman na maraming nakakilala sa Filipino singing ability, sa abilidad ng mga Pilipino na kumanta nung si Lea Salonga ay naging Miss Saigon. Nag-umpisa yon para sa akin, no? I mean, isa yun sa mga yun na yun. That's how I will word that. Isa si Lea Salonga sa mga nagbukas ng mata ng maraming countries sa katotohanan na talentado ang mga Pilipino, na magagaling palang performers ang mga Filipino. Isa si Lea Salonga sa nagbukas ng pinto at nagbukas nagsimula ng awareness, nag-spark ng awareness ng ibang bansa sa atin. Gary V also, I remember back in the 80s, there was this one, I'm not sure if it was a music awards of some sort, but it was in Japan. And then Gary V was invited to perform there. That, to us back then, to the Filipino audience back then, sobrang laking bagay na yon. Kasi there was no internet back then. Walang internet, walang YouTube, walang ganun. So yun lang mapanood namin si Gary V on a Japanese stage, on a stage outside of the Philippines, performing, dala-dala ang bandera ng Pilipinas, malaking bagay yun. So wala naman, nobody in her right mind at na magsasabing fan sila ng SB19 will ever claim na SB19 lang ang nagdala ng bandera or nagwagayway ng bandera ng Pilipinas sa international scene when it comes to music and, the talent of the Filipinos. Hindi ganon. But what a lot of 18s are saying, sa panahon ngayon, in the age that we are living in right now, where there's the internet, when you have quick and easy access to a lot of talents worldwide, to a lot of artists, ang laki ng achievement na nagawa ng SB19 at ang bilis. Kumbaga, ang daming, just look at the reactors on YouTube, on this platform alone, di ba? So many foreign reactors became more curious about other Filipino artists after they've heard and they've seen SB19 perform. Nabuhay ako sa dekadang, ayokong i-reveal yung age. But nabuhay ako sa dekadang 80. Wala pang internet noon, di ba? Pero sabihin na natin hindi naman yun kasalanan ng isang Gary Valenciano or ng isang Lea Salonga, 'di ba, nung mga panahon na yon na wala pang internet, 'di ba? Hindi naman yun kanilang responsibilidad, 'di ba? Pero sa ganung time silang na sumikat na naging limitado at naging slow yung kanilang pag-ascend towards the goal of making other country recognize the Philippines or get to know the Philippines, diba? Kasi nga walang ganong um, door or opportunity na nagbukas noon. Wala pang internet noong mga panahon na yon. And then slowly but surely, nung dumating na ang internet, ayan na, hindi pa rin kaagad-agad yung pag-accelerate nila. Hindi pa rin kaagad-agad, hindi pa rin worldwide, hindi pa rin ganun kalawak yung naabot na audience, di ba? Hindi naman natin sinasabing hindi nila nilagay sa map ang Philippines. Sure, nilagay nila sa map ang Philippines, pero hindi pa rin ganun kalawak yung net na nakast, di ba? Pero ang SB19 sa age ngayon, ang laki nung nagawa nila para sa Pilipinas. Ngayon, more and more non-Filipino fans are becoming fans of like Morissette or becoming fans of Cup of Joe, because these are artists, Filipino artists that probably they would have otherwise not known until they have or had it not been for the fact na napakinggan nila ang SB19. Hindi naman sa sinasabi, again ha, hindi natin sinasabi na walang ibang paraan para makilala tong ibang Filipino artists. Ang sinasabi lang natin, ang laki nung naging effect, yung ripple effect, yung domino effect na nangyari because of what SB19 has accomplished. So para sa karamihan ng 18s, 'di ba? Ang sinasabi lang naman natin, huwag niyo namang i-take for granted yung fact na ang laki ng nagawa ng SB19 para sa Filipino music industry. Hindi naman natin kini-claim na sila ang nagsimula ng lahat at very, very absurd. They never claimed that and 18s never claimed that. Ang sinasabi lang natin, binrake nila yung mold. Kumbaga sa Great Wall of China, di ba? Kumbaga yung mga artists of the past, let's just say nakatibag sila ng malaking hole on the wall. So yung hole on the wall, again, ginagamit ko lang metaphor, 'di ba? Na nag-give yun ng way para makasilip yung ibang countries sa kung ano meron ang Filipinos, 'di ba? Pero fast forward to the time now, when we have SB19, hindi lang hole on the wall yung nagawa nila. Tinibag pa nila yung malaking section ng wall na yon. So much so that in this huge section of that wall, wala ng wall. The wall does not exist in this part of that long wall. Meron pa ring limitation. That's why meron pa rin yung wall. Pero at least may ginormous section of that wall na natibag na. Yun lang. Yun lang yun. May mga naririnig din ako before, especially when I was a new SB19 fan, I was also hearing a lot of, side comments from other sources na kaya lang naman sila nakilala is because they were trained by a Korean company. So they're not completely for Filipino music because they were trained by a Korean company. And so they started out with a Korean song or they started out as Korean wannabes or something like that. I know, crazy, right? But here's my take on this one too. Yun na nga ang nakaka-dismaya eh. It took a Korean company to give them the opportunity that should have been given to them by their own kababayans, 'di ba? Yun na nga eh, why are we taking that against them? That was how they started. Why is it parang kapintasan sa kanila? Bakit kapintasan nila yon na sa ganung paraan sila nagsimula? Why is it that we are not we 18s, okay? That like a lot of people are taking it against them as though it's their fault or that it's something to be parang a reason to discredit them, no? They were trained by a Korean company. If anything, nakakahiya nga eh. It's so embarrassing that nobody in our country took notice of them and noticed their potential and invested in their potential until the Korean company came to the Philippines, right? Yun na nga eh. Hindi nila kapintasan yun, hindi nila kasalanan yun, hindi yun dapat gawing reason para i-discredit sila. Yun lang yung nagbigay ng opportunity sa kanila. Yun yung nagbigay ng way. I believe that God always will pave the way however He sees fit, di ba? Sa story ng SB19, yun yung naging daan eh. Yun yung way na itinalaga ng Lord para maabot nila yung dapat nilang kahinatnan ngayon. Para matahak nila yung landas na dapat nilang tahakin. So, to me, mas nakakahiya, mas parang, ano ba yung para ba sabihin yan? Mas dapat nga, itong mga namimintas sa kanila, dapat nga parang mas isipin lang, yun na nga eh, nakakahiya na yung sarili pa nilang mga kababayan na nasa posisyon sana na mag-invest sa kanila noon, nung nagsisimula pa lang sila, ang hindi nag-invest sa kanila. It took another company that is not Filipino to recognize their abilities, to invest in their potential, and to help them, achieve, or to help them train and gain the skills that they need so that they will get to where they are right now, di ba? So yun yung answer ko doon sa mga nagsasabi na hindi sila talagang Filipino sound. No, in the beginning, it's a common knowledge naman among the 18 community, di ba, na in the beginning, Show BT, the management that they were under before, they were giving Pablo the melody, di ba? In fact, I remember Casual Chuck mentioning that in one of his videos na Show BT ang nagbigay ng melody in some of their songs when they were starting out, and then Pablo will just pen the words for that melody. So yes, of course, may tunog Korean talaga, may tunog K-pop talaga. But when you're under a company, are you really in the position to, to object? A lot of times you will just really go with what you're being told to do, di ba? Ang blessing dun is nagkaroon ng way para marinig yung words ni Pablo kasi siya nga yung inassign to write the lyrics. So, meron pa ring SB19 doon, hindi siya completely, Show BT or the K-pop lang, no, influence. May influence na doon si Pablo kasi words niya yung nandun. Siyempre, it will sound like a K-pop tune kasi melody nila yung ginamit. Sila yung kumbaga ready na yung melody, tapos sinabi lang kay Pablo, lagyan mo yan ng words. Fine. Pero eventually, di ba, we saw that they started developing their own sound. They started developing their own trademark, let's just say, diba? Outside of Show BT. And eventually, when they parted ways with that old company and established their own company, Onesie Entertainment, mas nagkaroon sila ng freedom to really, create the music that they want to create. And now, tingnan natin, tunog K-pop pa ba? Hindi, di ba? Ang nakakainis lang kasi, parang naghahanap na lang ng maipipintas sa SB19 yung iba, di ba? Huwag naman tayong ganun kasi lahat naman tayo, may karapatan naman tayong mangarap. Parang wala naman yung pinagkaiba. I don't see a lot of difference between what the members of SB19 had to do when they were starting out to reach their dreams and what a lot of OFWs had to do, di ba? To also fulfill their dreams for their families. Walang pinagkaiba yun. Parang ganun din yun di ba? A lot of the OFWs, they decided to leave their country and work elsewhere, work abroad, para makapagbigay ng magandang buhay sa kanilang pamilya. Parang ganun din. Nabaliktad lang nga yung scenario with SB19. Yung foreign company ang pumunta sa Philippines, tapos yun nga, nag-audition sila nung nalaman nilang may pa-audition, tapos na-employ sila, ayun na, di ba? Or, I don't know if employment is what you would say, but nag-sign up sila, di ba? Ganon. Kasi wala naman silang sinusweldo, di ba? Their choice to work with a Korean company or to be trained under a Korean company is just a means to an end the way I see it. may pangarap sila, ito yung nagbukas na pinto, sunggab na lang, di ba? Kasi meron naman silang long-term goal which is, pag na-develop yung skills natin, kumbaga just take all the training that we need. Tapos pag na-develop na yung skills natin, marami na tayong natutunan, nakita natin yung behind the scenes of how to run a company like this, tsaka tayo humiwalay at mag-establish ng sarili natin, which is exactly what they did. So para sa akin, that should never be used against them. That should never be used to discredit them in any way. Diba? So that's yon, isang parte yon ang gusto kong sabihin. Another one is, ano ba yung another one? Yan na, nawala na rin sa utak ko. Ayun, encouragement lang fellow 80s sa ating mga 18s, 'di ba? Wag na lang natin din patulan. I will admit na ako nag-comment din ako dun sa video na 'yon. Nag-comment ako. Gusto ko lang i-share yung thoughts ko at that time na I don't really get why one artist they thought that one artist is more worthy of the mention than SB19. Yun lang yung highlight ko. But of course, I believe na if we love the Mahalima, if we love SB19, let's also stand for what they stand for. They stand for peace. They don't like bullying. They don't like being bullied as much as they dislike bullying others, di ba? Yun yung pinopromote nila, di ba? Love, love lang talaga. So para sa akin, because we are their online family as well, dapat i-honor din natin yung bang, yung walang makaka-tarnish ng pangalan nila in any way. Kasi syempre, by extension, di ba, parang SB19 we represent, di ba? So, pag nakipag-away tayo, pag nakipagpatulan tayo online, syempre, maapektuhan din sila. Syempre, yung mga haters, yun din yung sasabihin la, oh, yung mga SB19 fans, ganyan pala. So, syempre, alam mo yon, dapat mag-ingat din tayo in how we conduct ourselves, on how we communicate, with other people, especially with non-fans, non-SB19 fans online. I really don't look at it as defending because they are more than capable of standing up for their own selves. I just would say we are just presenting a united front because we are family. We are family, 'di ba? Kapag kapamilya mo, 'di ba, talagang magkakasama tayo kumbaga, 'di ba? Pag sinaktan mo ang isa, sinaktan mo kaming lahat, parang gano'n, 'di ba? So, pero kailangan din at the same time, we also need to hold ourselves to the same standards that our Mahalima are holding themselves, um, para hindi naman maging kapintasan 'yun para hindi tayo mahanapan ng, yun namang mga fans ng SB19 ay ganito, 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 'di ba? Our Mahalima, they proved na not only are they professional, not only are they worthy of these achievements kasi pinaghirapan nila, but also they've remained humble. They've remained, through the years, they've remained humble. They've remained very gracious in the midst of criticisms and challenges. They've remained to be generous as well, 'di ba? Kung makapagbalik sila ng yung sense of utang na loob nila talagang hindi mo mako-compare sa ibang artists Gano'n nila kamahal ang pamilya nila, ang 18s, 'di ba? So para sa akin lang, another encouragement to fellow 18s, 'wag nating patulan yung mga haters kasi if we stoop down to the level that they're at, di parang wala din tayong pinagkaiba sa kanila, di ba? Pero hindi iba tayo. So para sa akin, gano'n na lang. It's good to share our thoughts, but just make sure that in the process of doing so, we are, representing SB19 really well. Saka also, bilang support system, dapat matatag tayo Matatag tayo, hindi tayo magpapadala dun sa mga ganyan-ganyan, di ba? Sige lang ng sige, kasi ang blessings naman lalong bumubuhos ang blessings. God always pours His blessings on those who humble themselves, di ba? Sabi nga, Kung sino yung nagtataas sa upuan niya, yun yung binababa ng Lord. Yung nagpapakababa or nagpapakumbaba, yun naman ang tinataas ng Lord, di ba? For those of us who believe in the scriptures, ayun na po, di ba? Ganun lang. Ang advice ko lang finally before I wrap this up is patuloy nating ipagdasal, ipanalangin ang ating mahalima na number one, di ba, for their protection kasi nagbabiyahe sila often, lagi silang lumilipad. So, pag talagang doon na lang natin ituon yung pansin natin. Instead of us focusing on, these haters and what they are saying or not saying about our mahalima, ipag-pray na lang natin sila na ma-convert sila, na makita nila na maling-mali sila. At sumuporta na lang sila. But most importantly, panalangin natin ng patuloy, araw-araw, wag natin kakalimutan isama sa ating mga panalangin ang SB19, ang bawat miyembro, ang bawat bumubuo ng kanilang kumpanya. Of course, Pablo, Stel, Josh, Ken, and Justin, pagdasal natin sila, mga pamilya nila, mga personal nilang buhay, finances, mental health, lahat yan idulog natin sa panalangin para maprotektahan sila ng Lord at saka hindi sila maapektuhan ng mga ganyan-ganyang mga issue na yan at saka si Lord na yung bahalang magbuhos ng more pang blessings sa kanila. Hindi naman mauubos ang blessings ng Lord, di ba? Ang importante lang talaga, nandyan tayong para sumuporta. And our support does not stop with just voting online. It does not stop at just commenting online or watching their videos or listening to their music. Ang support natin ay kailangan din nila in terms of prayers din, di ba? Sending out blessings and good vibes towards them. So yun ang thoughts ko dyan. Very happy also that they have been announced as a performer sa upcoming very first Filipino Music Awards. Ang lakas ng feeling ko dyan na baka may surprise na honoring them during that night. I don't know, but eto na nga, whether or not meron silang nilulutong special for our SB19, maging thankful na lang tayo, maging grateful kasi hindi naman dyan natatapos ang lahat. Ang isang company or isang award-giving body failing to recognize them or what, it doesn't stop there. It will not be the reason for our SB19 to stop what they're doing. Marami pa silang maa-achieve. Marami pang naka-align or, tama ba yun? Marami pang naka-line up sa plano sa kanila ng Lord. I do believe that. And so, yun na lang. Doon natin ito ng ating mga atensyon, ang ating lakas. Alright, sa next video, I have something for those of you who are new 18 fans. So, abangan nyo yan. That will be my next video. Kung kayo man ay nag-enjoy sa video na ito, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and also comment. Share your thoughts with me. And I would also not mind if you share this video with your friends. Thank you so much, fellow 18s, and mahal na mahal ko kayo. I really feel so blessed to be part of the SB19 family. And see you in the next video. Bye!